Understanding the spiritual warfare in the nighttime. Have you ever experienced waking up in the middle of the night, feeling like something has disturbed your peaceful sleep? In this video, we delve into the reasons behind these awakenings, and explore the spiritual realm that exists beyond our physical senses.
My dear, please stop crying. I know the ache in your heart feels unbearable right now. Each loss has carved its own painful space within us. But remember, my love, you are resilient. We'll navigate this storm together, and as the sun rises again, we'll find our way to hope. You are not defined by these losses. Your strength and courage will guide us through, no matter how many times we stumble. Lean on me, lean on the love that surrounds you. We'll heal, and brighter days will come. Another child will come, the one that will stay and call you mother.
When? No, tell me when. This is the 5th time. What should we call this? What is happening to me? Mother, tell me why I keep having miscarriages.
It's okay, my child, please stop crying. God is in control.
Why does this keep happening? What are we missing? We've tried everything, and still, we're left with more questions than answers. Is it something we're doing wrong, or is it just sheer, cruel luck? I just want to understand. She deserves so much more than this heartache, and I want to give her the happiness we've been denied. God, please, come and wipe away our tears. Give us the happiness we deserve. Give us the child of our own. Enough of this miscarriages. Please, God.
I can't fathom the depth of her pain, losing 5 precious souls. Dear God, wrap Emily in your gentle embrace. 5 times she has faced the unbearable pain of loss. Grant her the strength to endure, the courage to hope, and the solace of healing. May she find light in the darkness, and may her heart, heavy with grief, be lifted by your love. Amen. Why am I awake? And why has the thought of Vicky suddenly flooded my mind? I need to pray for her. Yes, I need to pray for her right now. Dear God, everlasting King of glory.
Yes, come in.
Good day, ma'am. Someone is here to see you.
Who?
Miss Teresa.
Oh, please let her in.
All right, ma'am.
Welcome, my love. Please have your sit.
I went to the supermarket close to this place, so I said let me use the opportunity to come check on you. How have you been? You look bright and beautiful today.
Thanks, Teresa, and thanks for stopping by. Have really missed you.
Have missed you too, my dear friend. What's been happening, Vicky?
How do you mean?
I had this overwhelming urge to pray for you a few nights ago. It was intense. Was worried. I called to know if everything is okay, but you weren't picking. Hope you are fine, and hope everything is okay.
Really? What night was it? And what time?
Around 2 a.m., on Wednesday. Yes, on Wednesday, around 2 a.m. Vicky, are you okay?
That's the exact date and time I nearly lost my pregnancy.
Devil is a liar.
Yes, devil is a big liar.
Sleep is a precious commodity, offering us a sense of peace and rest after a long day. However, there are times when God interrupts our slumber and wakes us up in the middle of the night. This phenomenon can be unsettling, leaving us wondering why we were abruptly pulled from our deep sleep. But rest assured, we are not alone in these experiences. The world we live in is governed by two major forces, good and evil. Whether we acknowledge it or not, the spiritual realm holds sway over the physical realm. While we lay comfortably in our beds, the world continues to rotate, and spiritual warfare unfolds around us. Darkness has long been associated with evil, and it is during the night when most wickedness tends to manifest. The cover of darkness provides an opportune time for the devil to carry out his mischievous activities undetected. 1 John 5:19 reminds us, "And we know that we are of God, and the whole world lieth in wickedness." The prevalence of wickedness in the world serves as evidence that evil forces are at work, particularly during the night. The Bible, in Matthew 13:25, tells the parable of the wheat and tares, illustrating how the enemy sows seeds of destruction while people sleep. This signifies that even in our slumber, the devil is actively working to bring chaos and harm into our lives. Therefore, when God awakens us at night, it is because He wants us to pray and counter these evil forces that may be ganged up against us. He provides us with a warning of what is happening in the spiritual realm, which we cannot perceive with our physical senses. Though it may seem unexpected and disruptive, there is a purpose behind it. Just as the parable of the wheat and tares suggests, God understands the tactics of our enemy. He recognizes our vulnerabilities and sees when we are in danger, thus prompting us to wake up and engage in spiritual warfare through prayer. The devil is well aware that during the night, we are most vulnerable. As we sleep, we cannot actively pray or read our Bibles, and our awareness of our surroundings is diminished. Taking advantage of our sleep-induced state, the devil strategically executes his plans under the cloak of darkness. He knows that when the world is asleep, he can operate without much interference. Meanwhile, God uses the cover of night to prompt us to wake up and pray, because it is the ideal time to catch the thief in the act of stealing. Interestingly, the devil often intensifies feelings of sleepiness precisely when God urges us to pray. Have you ever noticed how much sleepier you feel when it's time to wake up and pray, compared to checking your phone or replying to a text? The devil's grip can be felt as he whispers promises of rest, attempting to dissuade us from engaging in prayer. He tries to convince us that praying won't make much of a difference, urging us to prioritize sleep instead. However, when God wakes us up in the middle of the night, it is a clear sign that He has witnessed the enemy's attacks against us and wants us to take charge spiritually. Prayer becomes a powerful antidote to counteract and dismantle the devil's plans. The devil recognizes the authority and power that prayers hold. By tempting us with overwhelming sleepiness, he aims to prevent us from conducting any spiritual activities that could hinder his plans. Yet, if we resist the allure of sleep and respond to God's prompting to pray, we will overpower the enemy. The drowsiness we experience is not a coincidence, it is a deliberate strategy employed by the devil. He knows that our prayers have the potential to dismantle his insidious plans, so he does everything in his power to make us feel too tired and sleepy to engage in prayer. It is crucial to recognize that when God wakes us up at night, He is offering us an opportunity to actively participate in our spiritual defense. The sleepiness we encounter should serve as a signal for us to put even more effort into our prayers. As we begin to pray and raise our voices, the devil's resolve strengthens, because he realizes that his plans have been exposed and his schemes disrupted. The truth is that many people face numerous challenges in their daily lives, but they often fail to realize that God may have already awakened them once or twice to pray, or even revealed their troubles through dreams and visions. However, due to lack of mindfulness or understanding, they may not take action. In Job 33:14-15, it is written, "For God speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed." This verse emphasizes that God frequently communicates with us, but we often fail to pay attention. Let us not allow ignorance to be the downfall of our faith. Instead, when God awakens us in the middle of the night, we must listen and take action. The story of Peter's imprisonment in the Bible serves as a powerful example. Peter was held captive, awaiting execution the following day. Yet, during the night, an angel broke into the prison and woke him from his sleep. Peter obeyed the angel's instructions, and his obedience resulted in his miraculous release and salvation from certain death. Similarly, we can look to the life of Samuel, who, as a young boy, was called by God in the middle of the night while he was sleeping. Samuel responded, saying, "Speak, for your servant is listening." 1 Samuel 3:10. In that moment, God opened up a world of incredible possibilities for Samuel. If he had chosen to remain lazy and stay in bed, he might never have risen to become the great man of God he was destined to be. Samuel understood that obeying the Lord is far more valuable than seeking comfort and convenience. Therefore, when God prompts us to wake up at night and pray, we need to lean into our faith and obey his call. This doesn't mean we have to stay up all night praying every night, but it means that if God prompts us to pray in the night, we should do so. It can be tempting to roll over and go back to sleep, dismissing the interruption as a mere inconvenience. However, it is essential to take these moments seriously and recognize that God may have something important to tell us. You might wonder why God often chooses nighttime instead of the day to give us these promptings. The reality is that God can prompt us at any time, whether day or night. However, during the day, we are often preoccupied with various activities and distractions that can drown out God's voice and hinder our ability to perceive spiritual dangers. In contrast, during sleep, when our physical senses are subdued, God can more effectively open our eyes to the truth of what is happening in the spiritual realm. Even if it is just a few minutes of prayer in the stillness of the night, it can make a significant difference in our lives and in the spiritual battle waged against us. We must not forget that, if we refuse to make time for God, we risk missing out on the divine guidance, protection, and blessings that He desires to bestow upon us. Our willingness to respond to His call and engage in nighttime prayer demonstrates our faith and dependence on Him.